So we are beginning on November 1st, this new moon in Scorpio. We have an 11-11-11 code. We are on an anorectic degree of 29 degrees as well with Mars. And that was totally channeled. I have no idea if that is correct. But this degree of 29 degrees is, yes, sometimes said to be an anoretic degree of intensity. But what I'm hearing in this very deep transformational new moon, it's like we can take our masks and just like take off as many layers. So take your hand and just take off those masks. And instead of letting this intensity of the degrees be, 11 or anoretic or intense or scary, we're actually using it in this very fine shamanistic way where we're opening our understanding to our highest degree, where we can hear and sense and see the patterns serving us to more wisely embrace this new beginning, this time of going into the darkness, into the underworld. Of course, we have all of our guides, our teachers, masters, ascended masters, and even angels with us to peek in and go down into the depths of our subconscious, into the depths of our understanding, and uproot those planted patterns that have been learned so that we can use them as stepping stones and use them as wisdom. Wisdom comes only from experiencing something in our humanness. That's how we separate a sense of information compared to wisdom. The wisdom is a lived knowledge. So we're using this underworld, this shamanic tones of stepping into the deeper knowings, into the deepest transformation that we can today. So whenever we are coming to this point in our life where we have an opportunity to begin anew, it's like we are at crossroads. We are choosing a crossing of a threshold. So in order to project ourselves forward into the new, we want to fully comprehend the deepest lessons that we have learned and experienced so far. With this deepest acknowledgement and understanding that nothing has ever been wasted, that we have never done anything in such way that it wasn't for a purpose. And the purpose is revealed for us, through us, just today. What vibrational energy may I become today so that I can take these wisdom practice and embody it so that my voice, my vibration, my atonement will become crystal clear, absolutely aligned with both my depth, both this present moment, and laid forward as a soul journey into your next choices. It's like your wisdom path is being presented to you, to me now. Well, as we then might imagine ourselves as wise Indian chiefs sitting around the fire, journeying in to the underworld, to the depths of our subconscious, where we can see the storylines, the memories, the way we saw it. See this being revealed to us. And we look into the fire and we say, that story was true then. Now I see more clearly as I bring it out and toss it into the fire. So the fire and the dance of the flame, there is even more wisdom being shown to me now. We go in again and again, and we can see here that sometimes on the stories that we told ourselves, we were coming from the right brain, the more expanded view, and we saw it through our left eye. So we were taking this deep energy and we saw it just through the left eye with the right brain. That was an emotion. That was something that happened that wasn't truly fully balanced. So we asked to see and be shown this as we toss that story into the light. Something is being shown. Other stories came from the left brain, which we see through the right eye. Now, let me tell you about some research that has been done. And that is that sometimes our brain and our eyes, when they're not working together but separately, they fill in the blank. And this has been shown in examples. So they had these people under brain operations, I think, somehow. And I'm totally kind of paraphrasing this experiment. But it was, they were shown a chicken foot, and then they were shown a snow shovel. They had covered one eye and one part of the brain was only working. So then they said, they were told a story that they were using the chicken did something, and they were using the snow shovel to shovel snow, right? But when they had blocked off the one side, the story was completely made up out of a reference point just because of certain images and or words that were being used. So instead of saying, I use the chicken foot was representing the chicken in the chicken coop, and the snow shovel was representing a story about shoveling snow on a snowstorm. Depending on what side of the brain was, blocked in that, they filled in automatically. And the answer was, there was a chicken with the chicken coop, but on the other eye, they had seen the snow shovel. They said, no, they used the shovel to shovel the manure out of the chicken coop. So the brain made up the story without it being true. So how many of your patterns or your stories was seen from either just the right side of the brain and either just the left side of the brain? And how many times of those times was it automatically filled in with something just because it made logical sense? You were in the left brain, figuring out something that made sense for the society, the culture that you're raised in, as opposed to what actually happened truly for you. So on this new beginning, can we maybe take a sweep and say, all right, can I really trust my mind, what it's actually memorizing? Or am I willing to take the whiteboard and erase it and only keep the imprints that comes from the most balanced, most highly spiritual, and the most transformational subconscious memories I have? So let's go down like Santa Claus himself into the underworld, and let's pick up all the memories and put them into the bag. Like Santa Claus himself, we don't even have to wrap the memories. We're just putting them in to the bag. Ho, 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 we say. We take the Santa Claus bag and we throw it on our back, and we go up, up, up into the ladder and into this present time. As we sit amongst the Indian chiefs, we take the whole thing courageously. If you are willing, will you take those patterns, those ideas that your mind just shoved in the corner of your subconscious and transmute them because it made logical sense without your own consentment? Are you ready? I'm tossing my whole bag. You can pick and choose what you want to throw, but I am courageous. I'm swinging my Santa Claus huge bag, sack of memories, and I'm tossing it into the fire as I let go. And instead, I receive clarity now, feeling these subconscious memories being acknowledged and called out. I didn't consent to that. I was a baby. Okay. I was under stress. I did this, I did that. Now I take it all back and I start anew. Clear slate. So this is the time instead to sit in front of the fire and let's feel the warmth on our fingers and toes. Feel the open heart as we're sitting in front of this fire that's burning beautifully now. Feel the joy of being together. Feel the joy of choosing to be present at this moment. Feel the joy of holding hands with each other and simply passing around the talking stick. Being able to listen with an open heart, being able to receive the wisdom, being able to forgive and send compassion to everyone and every one of the situations and memories that we use to schlep around. We are inviting now a beautiful, higher, more clear understanding that we are here in this human game as light beings having this human experience. But we are rewriting the script. We are the script writer, we are the actors, and we are the directors. And today we are making the Halloween movie into more of a joyous documentary or whatever films that you prefer to watch. What are you writing in your movie? Are we taking a time to rewrite, to reset, to relinquish? Are we taking positivity in? Are we rejoicing in our vulnerability and our creativity? Are we abiding in our own true nature? Are we sipping on the redwood tree tea? What does it taste like? How does it feel? What are the memories and what are the intentionality that you're putting forward? Are we sharing our visual arts, our codes, our nature, our wisdom nature globally? Are we spreading this joy of our pristine perfection as we take deep pride in who we are shaping ourselves into? Are we enjoying our superpowers and being able to let go? Are we knowing that even those that might give us momentarily disappointment are also on the path? Can we call in helpers with our projects so that we can share globally this light? Can we use these special codes with the new moon and the depth to help ourselves for and in service of all of our special friends on this planet? Can we become holy in our holiness? Can we see and become that which we knew we came here to be? Let's feel this vibration and energy. Let's bow in gratitude to these shamanistic ways of showing us how to work with these powerful moon energies, how to work with the remembrance of the earthly natural wisdom paths. Let's have gratitude for those who came before us. Maybe even place your hands on the chair, on the floor, on the sand, on the earth, wherever you are, and thank those who walked this earth before us. May it be our relatives, may it be our culture, may it be all the cultures around the world, may it even be the star cultures, the sun cultures. Just feeling gratitude for all that has been and all that is now and all that will come forward as we simply come together and still ourselves at this central time. Feel your heart almost like a powerful magnet that draws back all the filings of your soul fragments that were shattered into fractals through time space. Let them now be collected into your heart and into your heart mind as you place your hands over your heart. Feel this powerful energy working through you just by this request. Let us begin anew. Let us brew our playful teas as we play this human movie. May it be a documentary, a romantic thriller, or anything. May it be just in that sense of balance and enlightenment and all that comes with that. Feel a Reiki working deeply and fully on you, through you, and about you. And it's more than Reiki today. It is all the natural energy and forces that makes universes. Feel you're very important part of this universe and see yourself as this blinking, shining star that you always are and will be. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. All right, you guys. Thank you.